Yeah, it's funny. What do you think about that complaint that like there's no black people or people of color in The Witcher?
I can see where they're coming from.
I think it was kind of bullshit.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't say bullshit because I can see wanting. Like, it comes from a good place to want to see more.
It comes from a good place, but the way they were going about it and just trivializing the culture that what is it? The Polish culture, because it is Polish, right?
Well, I'll put it to you this way.
It was kind of bullshit because in the end, all they were pretty much saying was, at least the dude who was part of the Polygon writer, what he was pretty much saying was, oh, it's all white people. It doesn't matter. It's all white people in the end. French, Polish, American, they're all just white people in the end. They don't really have a culture. And it's like, can you imagine if you said that to like someone who's like Mexican or Spanish, and it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. You're all just brown people. Mexican, Spanish, Hawaiian. You don't really have a culture. You're all just brown people.
Yeah, too many people really don't. Well, because white people don't argue this. They don't stand up. They're just like, yeah, we're white, and but this.
Like I understand, like the whole. I understand where they were trying to go, but their argument was kind of shit because they kept using that argument of, oh, it's just white people, and it's like, no, these people have a legitimate. Like
they're unique.
Yeah, they have like a legitimate culture and a legitimate
it's true
thing, and like there are no black people in Poland. There's like no. There's
it doesn't take place in Poland, to be sure.
True, but it's like
it's definitely a reflection of Europe, but then it is fiction, so you could add in, but it's weird. Here's the thing.
But it's like I fall by the whole like what was it? George R.R. Martin said something about it where it's like, and I'm probably fucking with it, but it's like just because like he had the same argument with someone, and he basically said, just because you put dragons doesn't mean you can put in anything you want. If pigs could fly, then that's your book, but that doesn't mean you also want people walking on their hands instead of their feet and shit.
And here's the thing, we only see one part of the Witcher universe. Who's to say that there's not...
There are black people. There are. In the first Witcher, it's established, but the thing is that, it's not like America. It's not like our world, where, where like every other minority can either go to like every single country with ease. I mean, it's like Game of Thrones. Where it's like, there are minorities, there are people of Spanish or black descent.
Well, yeah,
you don't see any of them in fucking Westeros.
They're all in like Dorne or in the other sea.
Exactly.
And, like, it's one of those things where I can see where they're coming from. There is black people in this universe, but they're just not in different lands, which is fine.
Yeah, like I see where they're coming from as well, but it's like their argument was off the bat kind of offensive in a way.
Well, their argument, it's the same. It's like reverse racism, which is a terrible term, but like.
But that's like the only term anyone can think of.
There's tons of ethnic diversity there. Tons. It's not just the skin color. You can say there's not.
It's like I said. Can you imagine if instead of them saying white culture, just replace white with like brown or black, and they would basically be saying, oh, it doesn't matter. All brown people are the same. It's all the same brown people, It doesn't matter if you're Hawaiian or Spanish or Aztec or...
There are no more Aztecs. Just...
You know what I'm saying? Or like Puerto Rican. You're all brown. You're all the same. And it's like, really?
It's more
Don't
like...
say Spanish. Spanish is in Europe, dummy.
Well, you know what I
mean. It's one of those weird things where I don't know if Spanish counts because it's like... European is still like Spanish, but nobody goes like those white Spanish people. I'm like, you go like those white Latinos. It's one of those weird things where I'm like, even I'm like, I don't know where to classify myself as, really. That's another point.
Well, you get what I'm saying, right?
Where you live, nobody considers Spanish people white because you just have all these people that are brown that identify as Spanish for some reason. Right. If you go to Spain, you'll see blonde-haired people all over the place.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
Well, I also think, like, the biggest problem is that most of the people who were complaining about it, like, the main people that were complaining about it were, like, they were American. They came from an American culture.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Let me lay it out for you.
It's like they're completely ignoring the Polish voice, the people that actually do appreciate that it is from a Polish culture, and that because again, it's an American culture, and they're viewing this whole entire culture from an American perspective, and pretty much wiping that away.
It's like Lord of the Rings, where Lord of the Rings has like nothing of minorities in there at all. It's just white people.
Yeah.
And even Dorne is like, they're Spaniards that are just influenced by...
Except just, like, Lord of the Rings even say that they have, like, any kind of minorities at all?
Only, like, elves and dwarves.
Okay, alright. Well, no, I'm talking, like... Because The Witcher, it is established that there are black people, there are, like, Spanish people, but they're,
I haven't read the Silmarillion, so I don't know if they say in the Silmarillion, but at least in The Hobbit and the rest of the books, there's no mention from what I remember.
Well, certainly not in the movies, there's no black characters. Like, it's all white skin. Yeah. But that's the thing. Here's where I am on this whole thing. Like, there are minorities. There's the dwarfs and the fucking elves. It's like, yeah, they're not the same color as you, but you can relate to them. For sure you can.
Well, because they're the minorities.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, not to be too general or minimalistic, but, like, let's break it down. Redania is the equivalent to Poland. That's the same flag and coat of arms. Right. Then you have Nilfgaard, which is Germany, the Holy Roman Empire, which is black and yellow. And then you have, like, Cadwin, which is, like, England, and I guess Skellig is, like, Ireland, because it's, like, an island.
Skellig is, like, Ireland mixed with Vikings.
Yeah, it's like Viking Ireland. It's weird. And then what's the other ones? You have got, Temeria is France. They have the fleur-de-lises on their coat of arms. It's clearly France. So it's like, there's a lot of diversity here, but you might not, it doesn't come off in the game, because they all speak one language and all that. Mm-hmm. And, it is basically a reflection of Europe, so you wouldn't have a tribe of black people or whatever just show up for no reason.
If you go by, like, the time period where it was, there wasn't that many dark-skinned people in Europe during those times.
Yeah, maybe the Moors, but, like, that was around Italy and Spain, but it's like... The bottom line for me is it's his property. He can do what he wants. He can he can set it in, Elseworld Africa and make it all white people, because that's his story. Like, Africa was conquered by, white people, and we killed them all. That was it. Like, that could be a story. That you should be allowed to write that.
I want to see that book where it turns out, like, Africa
it'd just be Blood Diamond.
It's like inhabited by white people instead.
It would just be Blood Diamond.
It's one of those things where I think of your favorite person, Ryan, John McIntosh, whatever the fuck his name is. He was complaining about the enhanced interrogation of Arkham Knight, and I just want to go, listen, buddy, listen.
It's Batman.
It's
fucking Batman.
Yeah,
dumb son of a bitch.
That's his tool, is fear, right? So.
Yeah. And crippling people for, like, decades of their lives.
I rolled my eyes when they brought out a tank, and it's like, oh yeah, this is non-lethal. Excuse me?
Yeah, that's the funny thing. It's like, yeah, this is non-lethal. Wait, what? Are you serious?
He's running over people and electrocuting them so they don't hit the car. I'm like, they're going pretty fast away from the car when I electrocute them.
Wait, how is electrocution not lethal? Do you guys know about tasers and what happens when you fucking tase the shit out of somebody? And
yes.
A car and a fucking... You're gonna be launching them with the electricity? Sorry, that's not a non-lethal scenario when somebody is launched by electricity. That's not
off a car. Off a speeding car.
No, they're soup. They turn into soup.
Yeah, your brain is soup. Your brain is soup, and you're dead. And
their bodies literally will lock up from the electricity and get sent flying. So they will literally.
I had to stop. I looked at Batman. I looked at that. I was like, Batman's stupid. I had to say Batman is stupid after that. There's no way you can continue being a vigilante non-lethally. It's just make-believe. Same with Avengers.
Without superpowers. Yeah. Unless you have, like, really OP powers, like telekinesis, where you can just, like, you can't move.
And even then, it's like you gotta focus, like, 800 times harder to make sure nobody dies in the situation when you could be busy just saving people.
It's like there are certain caveats you gotta give to fiction that it's just like, listen, this is somebody telling their story. You gotta just go with it.
It makes no sense to me, and I can't even take it seriously.
It just comes down to one of my main problems with Nina Sarkeesian and him are just that they attack something and they just make you feel bad for liking it. There's no discussion. There's just like an attack, and it's
that's
like,
their way. I mean, like, that's how you do it. I mean, they can't say straight out, "Oh, we want this shit banned," because
nobody's gonna go with that because that's never gonna happen at this point.
yeah, exactly. And then it'll prove the whole thing of, oh, they're the Jack Thompsons of video games. Completely true after everyone said it. So the way they fucking do it is like, oh, we're going to guilt trip you, basically. We're gonna at least try to guilt trip you into buying the game, into not buying this.
More than the podcast, are you guys here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just like talking, to you guys. It's like more than the podcast, even.
No, that's one of the things I like the most about this. Just like, hey, I get to get together with my really nerdy friends and we talk other shit.
Damn it.
We talk about social inequality and cannibalism.
And Batman.
We save the world
Batman
1 minute at a time, you know?
Yeah, it's us. We're doing the real work here. Let's be honest.
Yep.
Yeah.
If everyone was like us, the world would be a place of no sexual activity. But might be better.
Hey, yourself.
I don't count the fleshlight shrine you have to Olivia Munn or whatever.
What?
Dude, don't tell them to talk about my fleshlight.
The iPad video you have as her head.
Didn't she have those like really like crazy bondage videos come out? Not video, images come out.
Oh, yeah, the leaks, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. That is pretty fucking crazy.
I didn't even look at those. I honestly, whenever somebody's like, "Oh, here's this celebrity news," I'm like, "Yeah, they're just naked chicks, guys."
Yeah, it's just like non-pornographic like images. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's hot. Okay.
Yeah. If I want to masturbate, I'll go find something where it's moving. No, seriously, I was just like, what's the appeal? I didn't even once check.
Or I'll just make a drunken booty call at midnight and then just hate myself the next morning. There we go.
You feed the fishes.
Alright, so should we start, or?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Hello, it's the Rage Select Community Podcast. I'm Ryan, and with me is Fernando. And
hey, everybody.
Special guest, someone who hasn't returned here in a long time. Oh my god, it's Alan!
Special guest?
Yes.
Don't you mean founding member? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought you meant special as in special.
Oh.
Special guest! No. Ryan.
Abracadabra! Okay, no.
I like video games.
But no, we're glad to have Alan here. We were just having a long preamble, just getting to know, just like, hey, what's up, Alan? And we're just happy to have Alan back here.
No, it's good to be back, truly. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll have nothing to say about all the news. Please tune in for the Witcher, fucking Witcher review we do after. Yeah. Tune in for that. I'll have something to say there, I'm sure.
Yeah, because there's really not that much news, so let's be honest.
No,
folks.
Yeah, apparently.
And
apparently nothing happened.
That's really it. That's all I can think of.
Except for Olivia Munn bondage leak. So go ahead and Google that.
Which happened like 4 years ago at this point.
4-year-old news. I'm lying. I'm sorry. It didn't happen this week.
So I guess I'll start with the simple one, which is for anyone that doesn't remember, apparently Telltale was making a Minecraft video game, and it was gonna be like their other games, like Wolf Among Us, Tales from the Borderlands, their Game of Thrones game, like that, where it's like,
choose your own adventure.
Yeah, choose your own adventure game kind of thing. Yeah.
Should you place the block here or here?
Yeah.
It's just a fucking chat menu.
And they just came out with a trailer, and it's kind of weird. It's still weird because the main character, the dude who voices the main character, is Patton Oswalt.
Well, he's got a kind of funny voice. It's charming.
He does, so it's kind of appropriate. But it's like weird looking at this trailer and being like, yeah, that's Minecraft. Because they're fucking talking, and it's like, oh my god. it's Minecraft people talking. When it's like, that's not what Minecraft is.
Are they
Minecraft
like box people?
What?
Yeah.
Are they like box people? That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, they're the box people. They're how they would look in a normal Minecraft game, except like their mouths are moving and they have fucking teeth and it's weird. And it's like,
Is it its own genre now, Minecraft?
I guess, yeah, because it's like, what, that came in, and then what was it, Terraria, Rust?
Microsoft Paint.
But they didn't all have box people and shit.
No, but they had that kind of thing where it's like, oh, build whatever the fuck you want, and,
Yeah.
although I don't, yeah, where it's like,
I'm
there was
thinking
another
this is a
one
joke.
besides Terraria.
The sky or space one.
Yeah, this Skyward or something.
Yeah.
There was another one with like
Skybound, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that.
Starbound.
Let me see.
Isn't
Definitely
Spelunky
Starbound.
kind of one of those games?
What
No,
game?
that's like a puzzle game.
Okay. I thought there was like a big exploring crafting, but it's just like 2D style. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the Terraria and Starbound are 2D as well, but it's got like a goal or something. I haven't played it, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's been so long, but yeah, they kind of have a goal, but like most of it is pretty much like Minecraft, where it's like, yeah, just build whatever the fuck you want. We're dropping you here, and
Which it seems to be what No Man's Sky seems to be as well.
yeah,
I don't know, but I just wouldn't know if I would combine that with Minecraft. But here they're making like box people and Patton Oswalt. I'm thinking this is a joke. Are you sure it's a real game?
They have Patton Oswalt, Brian Posehn, Ashley Johnson, Scott Porter.
Okay, this would be an elaborate joke.
Martha Plimpton, Dave Finney, Corey Feldman, Billy West, and Paul Rubens.
I don't know any of those B-list.
I remember Corey Feldman. I know Billy West.
Billy West is a voice actor in like everything.
Yeah, I remember Paul Rubens, kind of, and I remember Scott Porter. I don't know where the fuck he's been in, though.
They have Paul Rubens, which is a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna at some point he's gonna just start jacking off.
Yeah.
The back of the room.
Yeah. That reminds me of, what was it? That joke.
He's never gonna live that down, is he?
That reminds me of that joke in Community, which is like, yeah, my uncle was a cool dude, but then he got hit by lightning. Now he just masturbates in theaters.
Wow.
I don't remember that joke.
Yeah, it was like in the first season. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, it was Troy. It was Childish Gambino who said it, and was like out of nowhere because they're talking about relatives and shit, and then he's out of nowhere and he's like, yeah, I used to hang out with my uncle, but then he got hit by lightning, and now he just masturbates in theaters. It's like, what?
And he keeps telling me he's too old for this shit. I don't understand.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Here's the thing. After playing the Telltale games, at least most of them, I've really enjoyed, and especially Tales of the Borderland. I honestly have no interest in Minecraft, but I'm interested enough because I like the writing and I like the comedic talent of the voice cast. They have a pretty solid voice cast because they have like
the dude who played what's his face, Lee from The Walking Dead in it too.
Oh yeah.
Clementine.
And they have Ellie from Last of Us as Ashley Johnson, and the chick from the Cafe and Adventures.
You're right. Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that.
But I don't know, it's interesting. I like their writing, so I'll give this a shot, even though I have no interest in Minecraft.
Yeah, it sounds. Is it for kids?
Probably.
Or like autistic.
I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know.
I gotta make an
I would think, yeah, it has to be for kids, because it's like, you can't show blood and gore in a Minecraft video. You can't see. I can't imagine them showing like the main character stabbing a dude in the head with a pickaxe and blood spurting out.
It's gonna be like in the Lego games where they just disassemble when they die.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm thinking it's gonna be like.
Also, it's a fun callback because he called them autistic kids, and I remember this is one of the first podcasts me and Alan did where he just made fun of Minecraft people and I just made fun of Dota. Callback.
Yeah, I gotta make fun of autistic people every time I'm on here. I mean,
when we talk about Minecraft, at least.
Sorry. Yeah, Minecraft. It's for like kids like building shit. I don't know. Or maybe their minds work that way. At least autistic people. Yeah.
Minecraft is just a new Lego, in my opinion.
I don't know too many grown-ass people play with Lego, so...
Well, kids do.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Fucking Jason Murphy apparently just plays it all day. Shit. Anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I won't play it.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to play it just to give it a shot and see how weird it's gonna be.
So on the Life is Strange category, better or worse?
Oh, probably better. Better. Much better. Much better.
I don't think I ever finished episode 2.
God, I finished. I'm caught up. I'm all caught up, and oh my god, it's so fucking pretentious.
This is one of those moments where I wish...
It got worse. It somehow got worse.
I really wish that me and Ryan, we lived closer together just so we could record a riff track version of us playing Life is Strange.
You see, all you would be hearing is me screaming, ah!
Wait, why are you playing that game?
Because I was going to do a fucking review for the damn thing and talk about it.
Oh.
And I'm already on, like, the 3rd fucking episode. I've already finished the 3rd episode, so I might as well.
I think that should be an inside joke among Reach fans. Like, that playthrough was so good. It should be like Fabled. The Life is Strange playthrough.
You saw how bad it was? It gets fucking worse. It gets
really
so much worse.
Have you played it too, Fernando?
I played till like the end of episode 2. I think I'm on like the last 5 minutes of episode 2.
See,
I still need to beat it.
He did the smart thing. He stopped.
Jeez.
Oh my god, it gets so much worse.
It's one of those things where there's an interesting idea in there.
Yeah.
It just needs better writers.
There's a cool mechanic where it's like, you can like freeze time and shit, but it's like, out of all the people to get this awesome power, it's a fucking hipster chick.
And it's not even like a cool, like crazy one like Ramona Flowers. It's the boring... meek one.
Yeah, it's the boring meek one that's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. High school is rough, and oh my god. Okay, that high school is insane. Because the first time I was playing it, I was having difficulty trying to figure out what the fuck kind of place it was. Because like, okay, is this like a private school? Is this like high school? Is this a high school? Is this college? What the fuck place is this? And it's like in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
It's like one of those weird high schools. It's in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, but it's like a kind of like a charter school. You have to get admitted into it for your artistic talent, but we're gonna have this in bumfuck nowhere. It's like, wait, what?
Twin Peaks isn't as remote as this fucking place.
And it's also one of those things where they have the quote unquote jocks and the cool people, and I just go there. I'm like, they aren't even jocks. Like, their equivalency of jocks are like the douchebag from 21 Jump Street. Yeah, it's like, if I went to this school, I would be running this bitch.
Oh yeah, it'd be like, yeah, this would be easy to take over. You're all fucking lemmings.
I would just smack the shit out of some art student sketchbook, like, bitch!
Yeah, it's so awful, but yeah.
So Minecraft is coming out, guys.
Yeah, so Minecraft is coming out, and I don't know when the fuck not The Last of Us was. Life is Strange is coming out. I ain't looking forward to it.
I need to catch up because this is gonna be a fucking hilarious review. I will do this review with you, Ryan, when it finishes.
Oh no, you don't have to torture yourself. I'm fine bitching for about 20 minutes about how fucking pretentious this shit is.
I want to play this game and like it, just so I can argue with you.
God, it's
torture.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember the part in the playthrough where Jeff started screaming the word cashmere in like this stupid voice. It's cashmere!
It's cashmere! Yeah. Oh god, that bitch gets worse.
That's so funny.
That shit
gets... And their hip dialogue is always like, ooh, that's not him.
Yeah, it's like, damn, even people in the 90s would say shit like that.
Yeah, like, and Fernando is our authority on that, because he's the Rage Like Community Podcast token minority, so he knows what's hip.
I'm running the streets, but anyway.
Exactly, he knows the lingo. He's down low with the
I'm
dope
down low with the
stuff.
homies.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but it's just one of those things where it's a hella good a time. I'm like, oh god.
Okay, it's like,
Jesus.
yeah, I don't.
Well, it's mostly
never
white
heard someone
people,
say
right?
hella good or hella anything.
Yeah, you know what? It might be just there's a demographic of just white people in like these small rural towns that talk like this, because I've never heard this lingo before.
Well, it's just white people. I mean, white people suck. So, moving on.
It's like when you're using slang that Will Smith stopped using. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting
So-
When you're using slang that even Will Smith didn't fucking use.
You're culturally relevant.
Yeah, something's up. Something has become a problem.
So segueing into some other bullshit, Batman Arkham Knight.
Okay, so as if no one fucking knew. So apparently, Arkham Knight had a lot of problems on the PC, like a shitload of problems, where it's like capped at 30 frames per second. Like the frame rate would go down from like 30 to like 9.
It's just like reading a comic book, guys.
Pretty much, yeah. It would freeze at random completely. And this was for people, and like even people who had like $5,000 computers, right? Like the Total Biscuit guy. Like I looked him up and I was reading, and yeah, like even him, he had fucking problems with the damn game.
Yeah, so
Not
basically,
bad, but still pretty fucking bad. Even like that dude Angry Joe had severe problems, and I'm pretty sure he has like a much more expensive computer than even I do, and I have like a $600 fucking computer.
Yeah, but what did Peanut Butter Gamer think about it? That's what I want to know.
you know who I want to know had any real issues? PewDiePie. Was he able to run it fine?
Fuck that dude.
The hard hitters. I want to know about the hard hitters.
God, fucking PewDiePie. I don't get it.
What about that little kid in the Nintendo conference?
Oh God.
The red shirt guy from BlizzCon.
Yes.
Did Joey LaForge, was he able to engineer a problem in the Enterprise? Did the Enterprise finally figure it out?
Was
No.
Data able to fix this shit? The answer, no.
Could Data run it?
No.
We should ask Knight Rider's car or whatever. Was that
Kit?
car? Yeah.
Kit wasn't
Okay,
able
this
to
joke
run
is stupid.
Arkham.
Let's stop. Let's stop.
Not even Kit. Not even. You see, this game, in fact, did hassle the Hoff.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Hassled the Hoff, 0 out of 10.
Yes.
Try again. Try again
man.
next year with the same.
Yeah. But yeah, there were so many fucking problems, and it got to the point where even it got so bad, and people were
Up in arms.
well, not only that, but refunding it so much on the Steam, on like Steam and Good Old Games and all, or not Good Old Games. What's the other one? Green Man Gaming and all that shit. That Warner Brothers actually pulled the game, the PC version, from stores, so you can't buy it. And it was like, okay, we're not going to sell this until we can fix this.
Well, no shit. You would release a broken thing, and then you get all swamped with fucking. Your bank gets all swamped with fucking returns or whatever.
Right.
And you don't know what's happening, and you figure that 80% of people have returned it on the PC, so you just say, well, we should just stop selling it. It's more hassle than profit, and we didn't even fucking try, so we should probably just own up.
Yeah, well, the best part about this whole thing is that if you go on the Steam store page, and you go to like the reviews and go to funny, there's some good fucking some good stuff. There's some funny people on there. Like,
Yeah, all the
there's one
reviews are.
post where it's like they posted the Game of Thrones, the woman in Game of Thrones who'd like ring in the damn bell and go shame, shame over and over again. Or
Yeah, exactly. Like those comment sections are so funny all the time. It's good that they actually allow you to filter by funny.
yeah.
But it's also good that Steam had the refund policy come in before this game.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Well, this actually comes into it, and this is kind of my theory on how this fucked Warner Brothers. But apparently, and this is from Kotaku, so, you know, huge bag of salt when it comes to this. But apparently Warner Brothers actually knew all of these problems on the PC way before they released it. because apparently a QA tester told Kotaku, and I'm just quoting here, I will say, here it is, I will say that it's pretty rich for WB to act like they had no idea the game was in such a horrible shape. It's been like this for months, and all the problems we see now were the exact same, unchanged, almost a year ago.
Well, that's so funny because how else do we know besides this guy coming out and giving us his word?
No, I know.
We don't know what's happening, right? It's like,
no, we don't.
It could totally lie.
Like, yeah, I know, but if well, that's why I said it's from Kotaku, so it's like, huge bag of salt in taking this seriously. But if it is true, it's like, yeah, like, they probably were having no idea. Like, if this was true, then it'd probably be likely that, like, WB was like, oh, who gives a shit? No one can refund it, and then, like, 2 weeks before, like 3 weeks before it comes out, the refund system comes in, and it's like, oh shit, they're fucked.
Well, that's good, because people can get their money back, and they had to do something to address...
That's also the other good thing, is that everyone that was bitching about it, these small-time indie publishers, and I use that with quotey fingers, they were the ones bitching, but now all those people, silent. They ain't saying shit now.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's kind of a shame on you. You kind of tainted what should have been your, like, final, like, here's the end of the Rocksteady's legacy of Batman games, and we're gonna tarnish it.
And it's like a good portion can't fucking play this, because it's like, it's only on PS4, Xbox One,
well, to be fair,
and it was on PC. And it was like, there are quite a few PC players, but they can't play it because it's so fucking unplayable. And then you can't, not everyone can buy what is it? How much is the Xbox One now? It's like $350. It's $350, and PS4 is $400, right? Mm-hmm. Like, not everyone can buy those, so you do have quite a few people who are kind of shit out of luck.
Well, to be fair, a PC that could run Arkham Knight probably costs more than a PS4.
Well, it's like I said, not even these people that actually
spent the money
job. Well, not those people that actually either do this for a job, like the Total Biscuit guy or Angry Joe, who are like, yeah, they do need like that $1,000 PC or whatever. Even they're like, yeah, even with this thing, it's still not only crashing, but it's still going down to like single-digit frames per second, and it's still having a shitload of glitches, even with all this shit. There are even people who have like those Titan X's, those like $2,000 fucking graphics card, that are actually having the same problem. It's universal.
That's crazy. It's just bad. I mean, there's no I don't think you should talk about system specs. It's just not optimized. It's shit.
It's not working.
It's a port. It's a shitty console port of the game.
Yeah.
That's kind of day-to-day life now for PC. Except for these small companies.
It's the mentality of like, oh, who cares if it's broken? We can just release a patch and it'll be fine. And it's like, that shit's gotta stop. Like, I think that's the reason that people need to stop buying games day one, or pre-ordering, or whatever the fuck you can.
There's too many errands of the world, so they're all gonna be on console. Like, all the focus is gonna be on console, right? So PC's always gonna get the shitty end of the stick.
Can you imagine how, like, honestly, it's lucky that it's only a problem for PC, because can you imagine if it was also a problem on the console?
Oh my god.
Imagine if the PC ran fine, like if it worked perfectly, and then the console version was just shit, like it was with Unity, or, what was it?
People wouldn't play console.
Halo Master Chief Collection?
Yeah.
It's just one of those weird things where, from what I understand, like, I could be totally wrong, but from what I understood, the architecture for the PS4 and Xbox One are much more similar to a PC than they ever have been, so it's a weird thing where it's optimized so well for PS4 and Xbox One, but yet the PC version sucks so hard.
Right. Yeah, what? No, yeah, this is just like one of those things where it's like...
It's laziness on all ends.
This is a fuck up on everyone's part, from Rocksteady to Nvidia, because...
I don't blame Rocksteady. I don't blame Rocksteady.
I do.
I think
they knew perfectly. Everyone fucking knew.
I think this is more of a problem with here's the thing. Rocksteady is just a subsidiary of Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers calls the big shots. And I don't know if you've been paying attention to Warner Brothers lately, but they haven't been making the best decisions when it came to their comic book properties. And they're the ones who hire out these third-party companies to build their games. It's not Rocksteady that contracts these people out.
Yeah. I don't know. I still, it's like, look, you are just as guilty because you knew. In the end, you knew. You didn't say shit just as much as any of these other motherfuckers. Yeah, the blame goes entirely with, like, Warner Brothers, and, but it's like, in the case of Nvidia and Rocksteady, it's like, y'all motherfuckers knew that this shit was going down.
And they could have,
no one said anything.
They could have used a different strategy, like delay the PC release. That wouldn't have made it equivalent outrage to this.
Yeah, I mean, that happens all the time where the PC port gets released later. Like,
we'd be more used to it than buying a broken piece of shit console port. Like, we would just be upset with one, and the other one would be understanding of. Yeah. So
I still find it funny that, like, they're releasing DLC this July on the 21st. And it's like, how about y'all motherfuckers focus on this PC before you start selling out your fucking
Hey,
DLC.
You know what? Aaron already pre-ordered that DLC, so they're focusing on that.
Actually, you want to know something funny? The DLC was being made by the people that made Arkham Origins.
Oh, well, you can guarantee it to be shit.
And it's going to be the first one is Batgirl. I think it's like, what's the European currency for in Asia? It's a pound, like £6 or something.
Well, that's not for Europe. That's for England.
I mean, England.
Euro.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Euro is.
I think it's £6. I'm sorry, Europe, England.
Yeah, it's like $6.99 here in America.
Okay. So it's like, okay, guys, you're not like you already had some bad press with like a $40 season pound, and you're gonna add on to it with a shitty PC port. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's also another thing where it's like,
I'm actually not even surprised.
You lose pretty much close to $100
if you bought it for PC, including the season pass.
Yeah, for the season pass. Yeah, and it's like, well, not only that, but I think they also had another thing where it was like, you get the season pass and the game, but it was like $80 or some shit. I forget. I don't know.
That was a sale.
Yeah, that was a sale. But it's
like, get the fucking premium edition with the season pass, and you're looking at $200 at this point, and they'll mail you your fucking Batman statue or whatever.
Yeah, and
you
it's
masturbate
like,
all over.
You are all fucking crazy.
Fucking Batmobile that you can
leave
on your shelf.
The Batmobile edition actually got canceled, I believe, and they had to refund them.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's one of those days where
this game has had nothing but bad press, more or less.
Except for console. Consoles, it runs perfectly fine.
But not even that. No, like, because from what I'm hearing, there are also, like, problems there, too. I mean, not as bad, but I hear there are also, like the usual shitty glitches, and...
Honestly, I played the game completely, and I had no glitches.
Yeah.
So I can't, say, oh, this...
Yeah, but you're like a minority. I mean...
Exactly. In
what?
both ways. Yeah.
No, not in that
double
way.
meaning, or
no, I'm saying you're like probably the minority of people.
You're in the minority. Say that phrase. I would have understood what you meant.
Okay, my bad. Yeah,
but you're in minority. Who gives a shit about your experience?
Yeah, no, sorry. No, I meant you're probably in the minority that has actually had the fortune of not dealing with glitches.
No, it's the way you phrase it was a little weird, but I got your back on that because I said in both ways.
Yeah. You know what?
No, my fault. My bad.
You know what though? I'm not even surprised by this. I mean, it's just happened so many times that like either the PC port is shit or they get all their money early from pre-orders.
Shit.
Yeah, they get all their money early from pre-orders and then they don't care and it's like, yeah, we'll throw out a patch or something. Like the Halo game, like what the fuck?
That's still broken, by the way.
Halo?
The Halo game still
Actually,
broken.
It's not.
No, it is.
I talked to a friend of mine that has this game and he says it's not broken.
From what I've heard of other people, they're saying, yeah, it's still fucking broken. Ooh, this is actually nice, awesome. From what I heard from other people, from a couple of other people, they're like still saying, yeah, it's still broken. At least when it comes to the multiplayer.
Jesus. Well, I don't know. I mean, hopefully people will stop automatically pre-ordering games because it's Batman. It's so cool.
No one's gonna.
Alan.
We'll get some good games soon.
Alan. But Batman.
What'd you say?
But Batman.
But
He's
Batman. Nice. I mean, I see your argument, I guess. I mean, he's got those really kawaii ears that you'd find on a fucking anime.
Okay.
Kawaii ears?
What the fuck is kawaii ears? Like, I saw you post that. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I know kawaii means cute, but...
Yeah, he's got those cute little fox ears or whatever.
Oh, okay. I was like...
Because that's not what a bat's ear looks like.
That's I was like, sure. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's wearing like a kawaii headband for like an anime, like a moe anime girl. You know, she wore it to her convention, where she then had group sex in a hotel room with a bunch of
you know a
cool
lot
guys who cosplayed as the protagonist from Persona 4. I had to finish the joke. I'm sorry.
You know a lot more about anime than me, Alan.
Dude, anime conventions are the place to get laid.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
I need to start going to anime conventions.
There you go. Especially if you want an overweight girl with a foxtail shoved up her ass.
Or you want a skinny chick who dresses like she's in a strip club.
You don't know my sexual preferences.
Well, no, I'm saying it's it's like a grab bag. Go ahead, go nuts. Exactly. Personally, I like the Rule 34. What's the one where they make it a female? Rule 48 or something?
Oh,
Genderflip? Isn't that 34? I don't know anymore.
I think 34 just means there's porn.
I think Rule 72?
Yes, Rule 72 Zangief. That's what I'm looking for.
Or
like a hairy chest.
No, Rule 63.
63, there you go.
Or wouldn't it be 69? Oh, yeah.
Which is like every fictional character that which is like, the rule is like, for every fictional character, there's an opposite gender of that character.
On the internet, yeah.
Yeah, it's Rule 63, yep.
Rule 63 Zangief, that's what I'm looking for.
You're looking for some hot, hairy Russian ladies. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hot, hairy, and muscular Russian ladies.
Just like that witch from Kick-Ass 2, Mother Russia or whatever.
I want a lady that can hold me.
I want to be spinning pile drived into the bed sheets.
I want to be the tiny spoon every so often.
This is so stupid.
Anyway,
what were we talking about? Batman sucks? Yeah, Batman sucks. He's got dumb ears.
Yeah, the game sucks.
And the game does not suck, guys. Okay, the port for the PC sucks.
Well, yeah, but
right.
I think he just sucks all the time because he's dumb. I don't know. He's not.
He is night. He is vengeance.
Right, but he's also a rich white guy.
He has shit frame rate.
I don't know why so many minorities and like people love Batman. It's like he's a rich asshole. What about the 1%? He's the 1%. Fuck him.
Actually, there was a funny, I think, Dorkly video about like Batman dealing with the protesters of the 1%.
He's not a relatable character. First of all, our parents aren't dead. Second of all, get over it. Third of all, kill someone. And five, all actually don't kill someone because you're rich and just have a fucking good life, you asshole.
Batman's problem is that Alfred never got him the therapy he desperately needed.
Exactly. He's just this broken man running around in a dumbass cape with a kawaii headband on.
Yeah, it's like
a moe headband.
It's like Alfred goes to him and it's like, "Sir, have you ever heard of therapy?" And he goes, "Shit, you sound like fucking Clark. Shut the fuck up."
Parents are dead. I'm gonna go fight crime.
Parents are dead.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna kill anyone, even if they might kill me, because whatever, I'm beat up. Because my movie has to be PG-13, that's why.
Because I'm Batman.
And I train with the kids love me.
I train with Liam Neeson's.
Yeah. There's a mountain ninja who was white. What?
And we're gonna make Bane into a white dude. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, he's like part
British.
Kazakhstani. He's like half Kazakhstan.
British or something.
British and Kazakhstani. His wife, remember the wife was in Kazakhstan where the hole was or whatever?
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a brown dude. He's like a Muslim guy.
Yeah, he's like some Eastern European dude now.
Well, no, because Kazakhstan is more like Asian, Turkish kind of steppe people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Turkey is those countries are in those weird positions where they're like in the
Russia, but not
you merely
near
adopted
Asia.
shitty PC parts. I was born in it.
Welcome to the Race Select Community Podcast Geography Corner.
Geography. So Kazakhstan, where Borat is from, is not inhabited by white people, but it was colonized or taken over by the USSR, and that's why there's a lot of Russian influence.
I love how Alan has now turned into the cat from the Leog now.
Yeah,
History.
exactly. Except I'm not lesbian or whatever.
Wait, what?
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 Never mind.
Okay.
Alan knows for a fact.
I wanted to say raging grammar Nazi, but that's fine.
Hashtag shots fired.
I'm kidding. I hardly even know who that person is.
Jesus.
I just know she corrects people about spelling, and I don't ever think that's a good personality trait. Spelling or grammar. It's just like everyone looks to her while she rants for 3 minutes when somebody incorrectly used a phrase. Okay, yeah. This podcast is good, I guess.
He sounds so downtrodden. He's like, yeah, I guess this is good. Fuck it.
Females and grammar, and I don't know. Is that hot? Anyway.
Yeah.
Is that hot? Am I supposed to jerk off to this?
Alan has never watched sexy librarian porn.
Well, that's fine. You know, as long as she gives it up right away, she can tell me all
as
about
as long as she lets me put my dick in her mouth, that's fine, so she can shut up.
I don't care about grammar. Stick it in. That's my fantasy.
Oh,
yes.
God.
So basically, we've come to the conclusion that I just want to fuck Cat from the Leog. So, and that's why I'm all salty about her. There, we found the truth. All right, moving on.
So that was the Race Select Community Podcast, guys.
And now we have a new enemy, Dr. Nerdlove.
Dude, all I did was make fun of Batman, autistic kids, and said some really sexist shit.
And said you wanted to fuck Harris's wife.
And she's a lesbian.
And then he's a C-word.
Well,
yeah.
he probably has no dick, and she's totally wearing the pants. So she's totally a lesbian, right? I mean...
Well, that dude has no dick. Fuck him.
Seriously, it's some basic.
The thoughts and words of Alan Basic do not represent the rest of the Race Select Community Podcast.
I want to put a disclaimer. I don't know why I'm talking so much shit. I'm just having fun. I don't know.
I kind of want him to keep going.
I'm not that.
I can't wait till we're featured in the next Dr. Nerdlove article. Anyway.
Yeah.
Look at these sexist assholes who talked about my wife.
Let's get some cross-promotion, like a fake internet, beef. Let's get cross-promotion going. Link this to Dr. Nerdlove, that dickless son of a bitch who married a lesbian.
And next,
he has to say for himself. Get some bass in your voice, you redheaded faggot.
And next we go after... Randy's Rogues Gallery Comics and Games. Fuck comics.
Yeah. What kind of bullshit backwoods story?
Mother sister fucking shit is this?
Well,
what type of shit's in Round Rock? Come on, guys.
Yeah, we'll keep it down to just the Cat and what's the other guy?
Yeah, let's not make enemies of everybody.
And what the fuck, Greg?
Bo? Is it Bo who married Cat?
No, it was Harris. It was the
no.
Dr. Nerdlove guy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's just keep the beef between him and us for now. We don't need to expand too quickly.
I thought our goal was to attack every former member of the Leog.
Yeah.
See, I want to start with Sparkle Fandango, but that's just me. Because, Jesus Christ. Talk about if you want a headache on a Sunday morning.
Damn. Okay, anyway.
Jesus, he's just setting fire to everything.
Let's burn these bridges.
Yeah, let's burn these effigies. Yeah, I'll take the Kayla one. That's fine. Voodoo. You know voodoo, right? You're a minority. We can practice some voodoo, right, Fernando? That's what they do in Puerto Rico, right?
No, we do
shrink some heads and shit.
No, what's the crazy?
You're brown. All brown cultures are alike.
All brown people do voodoo.
No, Puerto Ricans, they do the chicken, the Christianity voodoo mix one with the chicken.
Santeria.
Santeria. We have that in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we'll fucking put some hex on the now defunct Sparkle Fandango crew.
All right, I got some chicken bones here. I got some papaya. Let's do this.
Bury them in a shallow grave and curse them for all life.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
So I think we should do a Witcher review now, guys.
All right, yeah. You know what? That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Santeria, Witcher 3.
Well, am I just gonna
Puerto Rican magic?
Am I just gonna keep the Witcher 3 podcast part of?
Hey, we break it up.
Or yeah, am I gonna break it? Okay, so I should probably just say hey, goodbye, and.
Yeah, we said goodbye, didn't we?
I don't think so.
Just ended on Fernando saying, "Let's go to the Witcher review."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Witcher review. Check it out on the channel. Also, we're gonna probably try and do something different where we're gonna talk about spoilers, and we're gonna split both of those up. We're gonna have the regular review, and then we're gonna have another video that's about talking about the story and the plot and shit.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
So check both of those out, and goodbye.